Please stand. Show pride and respect, obtain goals, act responsibly, and remember safety. Now please salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. I want to say welcome to everyone for our first in-person parent event for 6th grade at Eton Elementary. That's worth a round of applause. We are so glad to be gathered together today to celebrate these beautiful 6th grade students. I want to introduce some of the faces that you see behind me and in front of me. I know that you may have seen these teachers over the years, but this year we just haven't had as much of a chance to see each other face to face. So I wanted to put some names with some faces. I myself am Elizabeth Selvage. I'm the principal here at Eton Elementary. Behind me I have Miss Cherie Brundage, our guidance counselor. I have Miss Jennifer Jones, my assistant principal. I have Angie Green, my Excel teacher. I have and virtual teacher, thank you, and virtual teacher this year for 6th grade. I have Miss Amy Davis, Miss Marcia Smith, Adrian Keeling, and Laura Greason, our PE teacher. And then behind the table, making all this happen virtually for our families that are watching at home, or if you watch this again in recording, I have Miss Shelley Falls and Kelly Mitchell. And over here in the doorway, we have Miss Adams, our music teacher, and then I saw Miss Danielle pass by. So these are all the teachers that have been in your child's life this year, either on the computer or in person. I wanted to make sure you had names to go with faces. Now, this has been a challenging 18 months. The events of the last year are going to be the stories that we tell our great-grandchildren. And even though these kids are on their way through their school process, I think this is going to be the stories that they tell their great-grandchildren as well, the year that they were in school during a pandemic. Now, we have persevered through some major changes in how we do school. Being that this is their last year at elementary school, they have a basis of comparison. They know what the last few years were like, and they know that this year has been very different. It has also been a year of big changes for their teachers. Now, we're used to having some computers in the upper grades, but having every single student have their own computer, having students working from home on computers is brand new to us. Having these online support programs, keeping every homeroom separate from other classes all day long for health and safety. We've had students and staff in quarantine off and on throughout the year, and we have learned new ways to keep the learning going despite not being together at school. And in case you didn't realize this, we've never been teachers in a pandemic before, just like you've never been parents in a pandemic before. Our school system worked very hard to make this year as normal as possible and to keep the focus on health and learning. I want to take a moment to pause and recognize the incredible efforts put forth by all of these teachers that I introduced to you. Ladies, please stand up. Thank you so much for all of your work this year. And we are happy to get together today to celebrate the accomplishments of these students. Now we're going to go through this program, if you picked one up on the way in, and we're going to pass over to talking about A's all year.
Good morning. I'm Miss Keeling, and we're going to start with students who worked hard every quarter and had A's all year in English language arts. So when I call your name, you can come get your certificate and remember to stop and smile. Aiden Cook, Clay Gribble. Finley Langham. Dylan Argueta for all A's in math. Isaac Bravo. Aiden Cook. Finley Langham.
All A's in science, Dylan Argueta. Isaac Bravo. Aiden Cook. Connor Gillespie. Clay Gribble. Finley Langham. All A's for social studies, Dylan Argueta. Isaac Bravo. Maisie Brown. Aiden Cook. Finley Langham. Connor Gillespie. Kinley Gordon. Clay Gribble.
We had several of our Eagles in the Murray virtual program this year. And this is for all A's and ELA. Olivia Buchanan. Hallie Glover. A's all year in math, Olivia Buchanan. Bernice De Leon Mazariagos. Traven Gibson. Hallie Glover. A's all year in science, Olivia Buchanan. Okay, A's all year in social studies, Olivia Buchanan. And Hallie Glover.
We had several students who earned honor roll all year, and we'd like to recognize them now. Dylan Argetta. Isaac Bravo. Robert Fowler. Connor Gillespie. Kenley Gordon. Clay Gribble.
Berenice Mazariakos. Hallie Glover.
And then we had a couple students who had A's all year long, star honor roll. Aiden Cook. Finley Langham.
All right, Olivia Buchanan.
And now we'd like to take some time and recognize students with strengths in certain content areas. And so we have 2 students for each content area that we'd like to recognize. For the English Language Arts Award, Maisie Brown, for the girl. And Clay Gribble for the young man.
In math, our top 2 are Aiden Cook and Kenley Gordon.
For science, we have Maisie Brown. And Connor Gillespie. For social studies, Dylan Argetta. and Kinley Gordon.
All right, and the top two for Murray Virtual at Eton for English Language Arts, Olivia Buchanan. And Hallie Glover. In math, Olivia Buchanan. And Traven Gibson. All right, and in science, Olivia Buchanan. And Hallie Glover. And also these girls for social studies. And Olivia Buchanan. Good job.
Besides academics, we always like to recognize students who go out of their way to either help us or their classmates. And we'd like to give the Citizenship Award to Mackenzie Taylor. And we also like to give a Most Improved Award, and this young lady figured it out, and she's been working really hard, and she is ready for 7th grade. Aubrey Stafford, Most Improved.
Each year, we give these state mandated fitness gram tests, and it covers 5 areas: flexibility, aerobic capacity, strength, endurance. And I have 2 students who, in this classroom, that excelled this year on the test and received a certificate. Keeling Gordon and Cole Morrison.
Not only am I the school counselor, but I'm also the attendance coordinator. So we've had quite a few students that had to be quarantined, and we've had lots of issues with that, of course, as you can imagine. Hopefully we're going to get back on track next year and want all our Eagles to be at school every day that they're not sick. So we do have 2 students from Ms. Keeling's room who had perfect attendance, even during this pandemic. Robert Fowler and Oliver Pantu.
I have a couple special awards I'd like to give out. This young man completed Success Maker, which is a program that we've had, and we've used it for 2 years, and they do it every day. And he is now at an 8.95 grade level in math. Isaac Bravo. We got our math milestone scores back yesterday, and I was very excited. And I have a few that have 4s that I would like to give awards to. Isaac Bravo. Isaac had a 625. I don't know that I've had a higher score yet. Aiden Cook. And Connor Gillespie. And I have one more, Finley Lyman.
We also have 2 student council members who are in this class that we'd like to recognize. Levi Whaley. And Kinsley Gordon.
We always like to recognize 2 students, a young man and a young lady, who are considered the best overall, including academics, behavior, and they're at the top of their class for every subject. And so as the 3 of us started sitting down, we began to discuss who was at the top of the class, and these names kept popping up, and as well as how they behave every day and represent Eton. For the young man, Isaac Bravo, best overall. And Finley Langham.
Okay, and for the virtual program, Olivia Buchanan.
And now we're going to award all the certificates. Dylan Argetta.
Hold that thought.
Isaac Bravo. Jeremy's Bravo. Maisie Brown. Aiden Cook. Riley Everett. Robert Fowler. Connor Gillespie. Kenley Gordon. Clay Gribble. Robbie Herndon. Jackson Holloway. Finley Langham. Gage Looper. Cole Morrison. Zylan Norman. Oliver Pantu. Anthony Richardson. Aubrey Stafford. Mackenzie Taylor. Brian Vasquez. Levi Whaley.
Olivia Buchanan. Emily Burke. Fairnice Mazariaga. Traven Gibson. Callie Glover. Aubrey Payne. Michaela Jones. Eileen Perez Zagata. Eileen is also receiving the Most Improved Award. We inadvertently left her off of our stack of papers. And Eileen, I will get that to you after the ceremony.
As one of our final assignments, I had the students write a poem, and it could be about specific memories they had being at Eton. It could be about their future. I gave them several ideas to go with. And Isaac Bravo was selected for this class, and he's going to come share his poem, My Promise.
My promise. I promise that I will try my best to graduate, and I promise that no matter what obstacle I face, I will continue to set my path for my future. If I am to fail at something, I will get back up and continue. And if I can't, then I will try over and over until I am able to succeed. And although this year was not the best, I will not give up on my promise to graduate. And when I graduate, no matter how hard it might be, I will have completed my promise to you and everyone else. And while I do, I will do my best to do what I promise. I will try my best to exceed everybody's expectations for me. I remember when I was a kid, I always thought how it would be to graduate, and now I'm halfway there. And soon enough, I'll be graduating from high school in a flash. I plan that after graduation, I will pursue my dream of becoming an aerospace engineer.
I think we've got a lot of celebrating to do. Students, will you stand so we can clap for you all? Well, guys, we made it. You are all the way finished with elementary school. Your 6th grade year is done, and now you're headed off to the big world of middle school. We are so proud of all of your accomplishments. We have enjoyed our time with you. We will miss you. Expect to see you to come back as you are growing taller and smarter and stronger. And we are so excited to see the lengths that you're going to go to as you soar into your future. Thank you, 6th grade. Thank you, parents. I want to invite you that you may stay and take pictures. We've got some different backdrops. We've got the student signatures that they did when they were little that you're going to want to find their signatures from before. We've got their graduation year over here. Please take time, take pictures with their teachers. And let me see how we're doing on time. We are good. We've got about a good 10 minutes to take some pictures. So thank you all for being here. We love that you're here, and we're so proud of everyone. Thank you. Great.